Hello, good afternoon. Today, I think I'm recording this to share, what I'm feeling. This song I'm working on, as you know, I'm working on my original song, but this song I'm just learning it on the side. But anyways, I feel like I have to learn it and play pretty good in time, because to attract players, or music makers, to attract those people I want to work with, to attract, yeah. To be in, like, sort of, not really, but yeah, like that belief system, like that's A, but like A, B flat, and then A flat, higher, higher, not super high, but yeah, A, B flat, A flat, and that A is not, it's less of a triad, or whatever. Like it's not shouldn't be looked at like a triad. I don't know. And my initial feeling is that it's not supposed to mean. It's not supposed to mean a triad. A triad to. I don't think it's that. But anyways, that's not really important. But yeah, like that language and like that kind of harmony. Like I feel like I have to do it. I have to play that and play this piece and play it in time. If I can't play fast, I think I can still like convince, people who I want to attract, the music people that I want to work with. It's like a plea almost, like a please work with me, I guess, or that like, hey, this is what I have. Would you, play for me, I made this piece. But anyways, it's a plea, like, please, like kind of like work with me, or yeah, whatever situation that is, like a hey, would you, yeah, or like a please work with me, yeah. But anyways, that wasn't the main point of this video. Actually, I don't really have a main point in this video, but also this piece I'm practicing, I'm learning. I can. The problem is I can't right now. I feel like I can't play both hands together. I feel like I can, but yeah, I'm still having trouble. But I feel like I can, but I feel like it's gonna take more time than I want. I want, but eventually I feel like I can. But yeah, so I'm struggling, but I feel like I have to play this with both hands in time to attract, yeah, I mean the point I said already, so you already know that I have to attract, yeah, that part. My other point is, one time I hand shook, you know, someone, and I want to like make sure that that handshake was worth, you know, like that, like, you know, like I wish like that handshake was worth it, like, yeah. Does it make sense? Like I I said hello, hi, and then my hand was shaken. I mean, yeah, and I hope it was worth it, you know, for him, like, to, yeah. I want to make sure that handshake was worth it. Like, now I can play this kind of harmony, you know, like that handshake wasn't like for nothing, was not for nothing. Yeah, that handshake wasn't for nothing. I want to like kind of like prove it to myself, you know, and like prove it to the person. Yeah, I want to prove that handshake was not, that handshake was worth it. Yeah. The other thing is, I kind of this past week, and the past 2 weeks, I've been listening to this song a lot. You know, this song starting with B, with the letter B, and I've been listening to like 2 live versions and 1 original recording, and actually I think actually there are 3 different live versions on Spotify, but I was just listening to the two versions, you know, you know, like a Purdy one, yeah, Sanum, yeah, that one, and also listen to the new one, you know, the Alive in, you know, This Country album. And the thing I noticed was, quickly I kind of wanted to, like, you know, learn the guitar solo of it, and I had to like make sure which one I prefer, so I can like choose the one I want to, you know, be able to choose the one I like more, and learn that guitar solo. And then it turns out, yeah, I found my favorite one. It's very great. It's very great that I found what I like. But anyways, also I've learned that I don't like, there's some part like, actually, even if I play it, it's not gonna make sense at all. It basically, there's a part, it goes, I feel like, in my head, but it's not. Just think of it like relatively, you know, in terms of like relative key, you know. Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I didn't like the guitar solo going, something like that. There, I didn't like that. I think it's a modern type of playing. And I learned that's not what I like. Yeah. And the other one, well, in the guitar solo version I liked, there's a lot of so. You know, like that. It's really it's not. I press the two notes, but that's my impression of it. But like that kind of thing, like that. Actually, forget about that. I did, but yeah, that pitch bending thing. That's what I like. You know, I found the repetitious, no, like notes being repeated, and like that kind of like same notes, but like gradually that, you know, same notes with different intensity, whatever, or slightly note changing. That's what I like. People would say that's the sound of rock. And anyways, not agreeing or disagreeing, not or anything, but I like that sound. Instead of going to like a different notes, like, you know, like, or you know, just staying and oh shoot. I don't know what happened. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Okay, there it is. Yeah, like, what was I saying? Yeah. Like, and then, yeah, just staying same note, gradually changing the pitch. I like that more than going to other places really quick and like finishing with that note or arriving to that pitch. You know, that's what I learned. What's the other one I wanted to say? I think that's really about it. Yeah, that's about it. I really wanna I wanna learn. Oh, and another thing, I've thought about this. I've thought about this, right? Another thing I've learned is that it's quite possible this song I'm talking about, it might not have been like originally composed. I thought about the possibility of it because it sounds so completed, like just looking at the just the guitar solo, and the format of it. Yeah, the format of it, it is too complete. It is too like, yeah, it's too complete. And I've thought about it. Maybe it was some core ideas are from maybe a different song or something, you know, because it's too good, yeah. But anyways, nothing to what I'm trying to say here is I really love this group. I'm in love. I mean, this song, I was in love. The whole reason I like this song so much is because when you listen to other albums, more little bit more complicated in harmony and more modern stuff of these two artists, and then you know it's cool, but then when you come back to this song that I'm talking about, it felt so like just so I wouldn't use the word immediate, but it feels so physical, like so like right there, yeah. Like I don't want to use the word immediate. Maybe it's immediate is the right word here, but just I know where to go. Like we know where to go, and like yeah, it's just right there. You know, yeah, we're right there already. Yeah. And that guitar solo, I love the struggling part too, because it's fast. Like, so like, you're not. Maybe it's better not to play in time. Just struggling, and everyone's looking at you. You know, like 10 people behind you, and you have to just make it work. You know. Yeah, as one player in like 10, you know, 10 in a band of 10 people, you just have to make it work. You know, the struggle part, it's also cool. Yeah. And what was my other earlier point earlier? Yeah. I think that's I ran out of the idea. Not idea. I ran out of what I wanted to say. But well, before I end, I'll just add this part really quick because I wanted to say it, but I couldn't. It just came into my mind, and I couldn't fit this. Oh yeah, where was it? Yeah, that song is. So I'll tell you about that too. But yeah, that song it's just so quenching, not quenching, but when you drink like really cold, fresh, like carbonated water, it's so it takes care of your not thirst, but like very quenching. I don't know, like very let's just use the word refreshing. Like you wash down like all the oily, like whatever it is, you know, in your mouth and down to the stomach. It feels like that, like like I don't have to think about other complex harmony. It just, you know, like it's just we're dancing, like my body just moves, you know. It's when you listen to that song, it scratches that part, you know, of your back, like, oh, that's what I've been missing, and like it scratches that part when you listen to that song. Yeah. Anyways, well, the specific word I wanted to use is it solves that problem of someone. It directly solves that part of like itchiness, you know. When you listen to the entire catalog of this band, that's what I felt. Yeah. So when you go back to it, when you listen to all the songs, when you and you go back to that one particular song, it just that's what it clicked for me. Like, oh, the complex language. Okay, good. Okay, great. Now I listen to it again, and oh, it's not complex anymore, but like it's less complex. But like that's what I've been itching. Like, you realized that's, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking. And I think I'm gonna end with this one. So I've been wanting to learn. This is a good part. I have one more thing to add. So this is a good part. But anyways, I've been looking for an instance. Yeah, I've been looking for an instance. Yeah, I've been looking for an instance where let's say that's A, bass, and that's the melody, let's say G sharp. I wanted to find an instant where this is like, this is like possible. And I'm not gonna name the number here because yeah, but anyways, A, that's A natural, and G sharp. Bass A, and melody G sharp, or but not in like 1 and like 7th. I just said it, yeah, the number already, but not in the sense of 1 and 7 natural. Not in that sense. I might be wrong. I might be not sure about this, you know, that I'm talking about. But when this coincides on the same line, you usually, you know, you might think like, okay, that's 1, 7 natural, you know. But I think the song I've been learning, and maybe this song I really like, I said I like, it's not happening as in like the relation of 1 and 7th. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. And I've been thinking about this recently, like after learning the song and then learning this, you know, song and this other song I really like. I mean, this song I really I like a lot, but well, before that, I have to tell you that this is the second part I wanted to say. I wish like there's a AI. It tells me all the instance of where you go when you do left hand, where you do press these two, or the G sharp and A, boom, 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 like this instant, and so that's half note, right? Relation. So G sharp A, right? G sharp A, and also another instance where I have to press and here that's G natural and A natural. I want to learn that instance, like when, like what composers do this. What's the most popular piece that does this? Where this happens a lot, and in a good place, not like some random place. An instance where like it's not just like 7th and 1. Let's say that's 7. Let's just say this is 7th and that's 1. Not, you know, like when is the example where, you know, when that's not set, like natural 7 and 1, not that kind of relation. Not that kind of relation. Like I hope like AIs can tell me like that. Like, hey, here are the songs where this kind of instances, sorry, that like that kind of things happen. Yeah, I wish they can say that. And lastly, this is not really important, but yeah, I've been thinking about a lot of standalones. Like it's just a word I used here. So like here earlier I did the A natural and right, and A here, like now it's just A, you know, it's not coming from like other notes or a chord like a triad, you know, it's not coming from there, it's not coming from, you know, it's not coming from 1/3, it's not also coming from like you know, it's not that, or it's not you know, or it like it might come from just, I just made this up, but it's actually, I'm trying to accept that it's not coming from like something, you know, or let's go with that. C natural, E natural, G sharp. It's not coming from like that family. It's just what's pressed, the notes that are pressed. It's not coming from that family. Like, I'm trying to be in that mindset. Does it? I think that kind of makes sense. Cause you have to, cause like you think about like, is it coming from like this kind of thing, or is it coming from, or you know, is it coming from like, or is it coming from just these, you know, E flat and A? But like at some point, you kind of have to. Well, you don't have to, but it's rather fitting when you just think of it as a standalone, just A right here. You know, not from some other stuff, but just that note, or just that notes, just those notes that are pressed. I've been thinking about that. Yeah, and also, lastly, another thing that's not really important is I'll just quickly play this not dumb, but I have to, yeah. So I'll just make that up. I'm not gonna play this song. Anyways, the thing I wanted to say is I've been thinking about what if the one in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if on the one there's nothing underneath that this not it's so when I press this, you don't have to press or you know, no triad, just this note, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and or 1 and. So my main point is what if it's just a note and there's no chord underneath, and no chord is actually implied? What if that's the case? You know, on the one, you know, because normally I would think like, yeah, it's G. What's implied, whether it's pressed or not, it gotta be G major. Actually, I wanna scratch that. Forget about what I just said. What I'm trying to say is, what if you actually meant to not press those notes and just the notes? Yeah, and in that song, I'm not going to be able to really clearly tell, you know, this thing I'm talking about, but maybe in that song, maybe he meant to allow the bass player to do for him. I mean, for you know, for this. So pianist, just press D and nothing underneath, or just D, and have the bass player play G on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the song starts with whatever, you know. But yeah, I've been thinking about that. Or what if, I don't really remember this song, but maybe that was the case, or maybe not even that. So not even have bass player play anything on that one. So not this, just, and then yeah, I've been thinking about that, like, kind of route. This might be, so yeah, just to say what I just said really quick. So what if nothing was meant to be played? So no, pianist, don't play anything underneath this note. So left hand, like nothing on the left hand. And a bass player also does not play on one, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and they may play after that one, maybe on 1N or 2 or 2N or 3 or 3N, whatever. But on that first, it's just that top note and nothing underneath. So yeah, like I've been thinking, having some notes, I've been thinking about having notes be pressed. No, actually, never mind, scratch that, I'm saying it wrong. So I've been thinking about notes not being pressed. Having notes not being pressed. Yeah. Yes. That's what I've been thinking. Instead of what notes should be pressed. Yeah, instead of that, I'm not gonna do it in my own compositions, but because yeah, I'm more interested in, as I said, you know, like I'm more interested in that. But I've been thinking about, like, yeah, what if what's not being pressed is more important than notes being pressed. And I don't think I'm not coming from like minimalistic approach. It's more like I think I'm looking at this angle as it's not being played. Those notes are not supposed to be played, you know. I don't think I'm approaching this from like, sometimes, you know, minimalistic approach is better. I don't think I'm approaching from that angle. I think I will be approaching as like it is because those notes are not supposed to be played on that one, you know. I think I'm gonna be approaching from that direction. And lastly, yeah. Sorry, I just repeated twice, but I just meant to say, yeah, lastly. When you do, so C, E, G, B, when you press that, I heard it's not good. I heard it's not good. And I've been thinking about it. And I think the way it's supposed to be thought is different from my deduction, my approach. But what I think it is that if you do this move, I think it's too once you press that note, the plane is too like restrictive. Like it's a restrictive move. Like, you know, if it was a chess, you press that, you know, coming into that thing and going after this, I think the options become more limited. Maybe I think that's why. Because I think I'm gonna be looking. I don't really know the deeper meaning behind it, you know, but I think it's because it is a restrictive move. I think that's how I think right now my current understanding is, I actually like, right now, I don't mind this, you know. It's beautiful, like just, I mean, music is beautiful, harmony is beautiful, right? But I think when I have time to learn more about this subject, I would be looking at it from like, it is because it's a restrictive move. Once you do this, there aren't like, there is only too many. There are only too many places to go, and it restricts the options. So I think that is why it should be not thrown out, but like it should be avoided if possible. I think that's how I'm gonna look at it. But when, yeah, I've been thinking about this thing. I mean, not super deeply, but like, this is not hip. I wanna know why this is not hip. I think it's this. Then G sharp and A. It's G sharp and A natural. I think he was thinking more, you know, in terms of this than G A. You know, the whole step. They're a whole step apart. I think it's more, it has to do with the half step thing. But why is this not hip? Why is this not cool? You know? Or, you know, even, I think that's what he that the person meant. And there's this too. I don't think he was referring to this, but to expand. I think this is permitted. This is permitted. But yeah, I want to know if do you think this is okay? You know, and do you think this is hip? I want to ask them. And then why it's not hip. I want to know why it's not hip. And lastly, I think when you know this, when you know why it's not hip, you would already know, maybe. Yeah. When you know this is not hip, you would already know the reason why. But to me, the problem is, for me, this could be hip. This could be hip. Yeah. It's not directly related to A natural, B flat, and A flat. You know, this pushing thing, I think. Instead of like a chord, I think it's a pushing move, and becomes one, and like one as in like not as a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but becomes like the same thing together. You know, gets sucked into the same plane. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Yeah. Why is this not hip? Yeah, why is this? That's what I want to know. But anyways, that's about it. I think I said everything about it. I said everything, yeah. My goal, my goal is I want to play this song not working on, actually. I'm working on my original song, but I'm learning, this other person's song, right? And I want to play my left hand and right hand together. I can play right hand alright. I can play left hand alright. I want to play both hands together. I feel like I could make that happen. Even if I play really, really slow, you know, like I'm not gonna press, but yeah, I'm gonna press a different note. Yeah, but yeah, I want to make that happen. It's more like I already said the reason why. So I'm not gonna say much. And secondly, I'm gonna finish my original song. It's coming together less better than I hoped. Quickly, I'll say it. So the song I've told really like. It has every bar. It's different, right? And my song, it kind of stays. You know, it's people would call it a pedal point. So one thing is when you do like this other song that I like, so different chord, different chord, different chord, different chord. You know, it's already different. So like the chord itself is already cool. You know, and no solo is required to make it even cooler. So I'm already acknowledging that, like yeah, it's gonna be more like free. You know, I have to express the like a freeness to it, and I have to do a good job. I have to do a good job with that. What I'm trying to achieve here is not showing like the difference in chords. Like, hey, this is let's say this is some kind of chord, some different chord, some different chords, and some different chords, and like I'm not trying to show that with connecting, you know, with one line, with solo. But here, my job, I think, because it's a pedal point, with a cool rhythm, I have to show the freeness. Like, not entirely freeness, but like, I have to show free. Like, I have to show that it can go to different places. Because I cannot achieve that perspective, because it's a pedal point. It's staying, you know, there. It's not different. It's a different one and different one. And I can't do that. So yeah, that's what I should. I think I found the word. I think I have to show the spiritual aspect of it. Yeah. Then that showing, hey, it's a different chord here. Hey, it's a different chord here. It's a different chord. Yeah. And really quickly, the spiritual thing is required. Playing sloppy playing sloppy. You know, could be related to being spiritual. I don't know, but the thing is, there's a mindset part of it. I think you have to be like lifted. You have to be. There's a spiritual, like, there's definitely a spiritual element to music. You can call it a little bit sloppy. But there is. But there is that part. There is that part. I think this is a whole different topic, a different topic. But yeah, well, I can say this. You have to believe the spiritual aspect of it. You really have to. You have to believe it if you do music, because if you don't, I don't know. I cannot answer this, but there is that part. There is that spiritual part. But anyways, that's about it. Thanks for listening, and I hope to be able to play this, two hands together and finish my song pretty strong, my original song really strong. All right, thanks for listening.